Hey everyone, Ben here from FBI, and today we're looking at a late 1997 Toyota Celsior, or known to us in North America as the Lexus LS400. As you can see, this is a pretty clean model, well, aside from the mud on the tires. No obvious mods to speak of. Stock exhaust. As you can see, it's at the stock ride height, or a little above the stock ride height. It's got some fancy, drug dealer style rims. So, one thing I have to say is I really do like the aggressive front end on these new Celsiors. I like the dual halogen light look here, the clear running light or fog lights at the bottom, the way the grille kind of goes down. It's quite attractive. The Celsior comes with the 4-liter V8 motor and also has the stock air ride. This one here actually has a custom ride height controller, and that is at the max height right now, giving us the gap that you're seeing here. It could slam it all the way down. Actually, before I had it tucked in, it was tucked into about here, all the way up, and looks pretty good, but not the best for driving around. One thing I thought was kind of funny on these is, look at this. Gold. That's right, this thing's got some sweet gold on it. Only spot on the car that has that is there. I don't know why. The Celsior has ample trunk room. As you can see, plenty of space for all your cross-border shenanigans and drug deals, as well as it comes with the factory spare tire, car jack here, fuel tanks back here in these bad boys. So if you ever get in some kind of horrific accident, beware of explosion. Now let's check and see what's under the hood. I originally had a 1990 of these, and it was like a little car. This one here is, well, a lot newer, and it has all this fancy covers. The 1UZE FE is a nice motor. It definitely has the torque that you want and the power to boot, so it makes this a fun driving car. Alright, so that's what the exterior looks like. Let's move on to inside. Locked. Let's find my key here. Luckily it has keyless, and it works. So the inside is standard late 90s JDM. We got our nice leather seats, armrest, fancy cup holder tray. Now the 1990 Celsior I had before actually had rear heated, vibrating, and reclining seats. This 97/98 does not have that. Not sure why they got rid of that in the newer models, or maybe this particular one doesn't have it. I don't know. This one here, as you can see, was smoked in by plenty of Japanese men. So I hope my buddy Alex will enjoy that delicious cigarette-y smell as he drives us home back to Alberta. It does have the dual memory, which is a sweet option for the front seats. As you can see, it's pretty worn out here. This was an R grade with a B interior, and to be honest, I really feel that the B interior was being quite generous, because it is pretty, I don't know, pretty crappy in here. It's pretty worn out. Look at this, not even straight. I don't know, I wouldn't rate this a B. In my experience, I would call this a C interior. And the, overwhelming stench of cigarettes is, I mean, maybe I'm picky, but I do not like that smell. Well, let's take it for a spin and see how it goes. Oh, one last thing. Check out this sweet air purifier. It's good to know I can purify the air in the car now that it's full of cigarette smoke. All right. All right, well, safety first this time, so we're going to put on our seatbelt here. And we're going to fire her up. It has the auto memory on the steering wheel, which is also quite nice. That always is convenient for when you're, getting in the car, getting arms full of stuff. Fires up. We have our wonderful GPS voice navigation system here that says Celsior as it boots up, with a whole bunch of Japanese buttons I can't read, and a bunch of Japanese touch options which I can't read. Though I can read the one that says 76 kilometers left till it runs out of gas. So that's good to know. Got a sunroof, moonroof option here, and I can hear the air purifier running in the back that I just turned on, so hopefully that makes the smell a little better. All right. Let's take it for a spin. We have our, one thing to mention before we go, we have our stock options for normal height or high height. And then in here, we have the aftermarket ride controller, which this one can allow us to go extremely high or extremely low. As you can see right now, it's on extremely high. I won't go to extremely low because we had a bit of problems getting it back up to extremely high after that last time. The front left airbag didn't seem to respond as well as the rest, so it was kind of on a weird tilt, but whatever. We'll just leave it high. 4x4 is cool these days. So we have our traction on, off here if we want to, do some burnouts. Heated seats, dual area climate controls, so we got driver and passenger. Got our airbags here, side airbags here, and even this little button for raising and lowering where the seatbelt comes out for both sides. All the regular power options: power windows, power mirrors, power folding mirrors, a surround sound system that sounds terribly tinny and like you're in some sort of really crappy auditorium. We also have this one little dash here, glove box. It has the multi-CD player, and then below it, the actual glove box. This one has 122,000 kilometers, and it definitely looks like it's gone 122,000 kilometers and, been worn out. As I mentioned, I do find it a little bit well used from all this wear here and on the dash, and it wasn't cleaned at all. This was exported from a company called Trendy in Japan, which the owner of this car has used in the past and likes them, but I personally, I don't know, they're a no-frills exporter, so really you get what you pay for, and with them it's nothing. They don't even know how to do the paperwork right to send it to Canada, I find, so half the time their invoices are screwed up or whatever. I wouldn't recommend using those guys. But whatever, that's not my call. So it drives pretty smooth on high. The shifts are like glass. I mean, you can't even tell this thing is shifting. It's just, first, second, third, etc. You don't even know. On this particular one, the brakes feel a little bit worn out, and it does vibrate a little bit, which could just be the tires are out of alignment or not balanced, because they are massive. It's going to Alberta, so it's going to have to get some snow tires put on it before he goes over the mountain passes. But everything else seemed fine in this car. Like, I do enjoy it, and as I said, it's pretty torquey. It definitely picks up. The V8 is just smooth. If you can pick up the shifts in the video, great, but I can barely even tell it's shifting when I'm driving it here, so I feel you wouldn't notice them. So yeah, I actually just drove a Mercedes C-Class, C-Class, 4-door 320, and I don't know if it was around the same age as this car. I don't know if they were, somewhat comparable cars at the time, but Toyota is definitely a better car than Mercedes. I would, hands down, I would pick this car over the Mercedes any day. It's just a lot more luxurious. The seats are way more comfortable. Actually, I'm going to mention, these seats are, you know, the lumbar support, up, down, left, right, you know, massage, whatever. These seats are awesome. Just these ones don't actually have massage, but they're very comfortable seats. Great for long trips, road trips, etc. I mean, for a, you know, a not a badly priced car, this is definitely a good option if you want, you know, around the town, daily driver, take the family out to the zoo on the weekends kind of thing. All right, well, that's everything about this car. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your driving.